Hello again everybody and welcome to another Beyond All Reason video. Today we have a 5v5 with Clan APM where they are practicing for the Omega series. And we are on a map we haven't seen on the channel before, and that is Erebus Lakes. Now as you can see, this map is a bit different than we would normally see, with water coming right down the middle and then two lanes either side. We actually see Censor and Flying Duck writing where they're going to go. And as we just zoom in, we'll take a quick drive by the expected lanes. So we have Alki here, will probably be pushing along this northern side, round the top of the water, and trying to attack the high ground up here, which is where Censor is. Now, Flying Duck will have to defend this high ground here, that then goes across to the water there, but mostly this piece of low ground, or technically high ground water, which is traversable. And that will be where Chicken Dinner is going to be pushing. Now, this does give Chicken Dinner this very strong defensive position on this hill. And so we'll see how well they do, but with the 4 metal points just down there, you don't really want to be giving up to them. We see C3BO here in the center, already starting a boat lab, and with the amount of water on this map, it makes so much more sense to go C. And on the bottom side, we have Slicklikevik here, as well as his teammate Aaron, who again need to control these two bottom sides, which is the same as what we've seen on the opposite side. Now, in the center of the map, there's this island here with several metal extractors on. The metal extractors on the high ground, as you can see, are of higher metal value, 3.1 as opposed to the 2.0s of everywhere else. So we'll see C3BO probably contest this island quite heavily, while the other two players basically focus either way. Now, as we get over to the other side of the map, we see some big names here. Raxel in dark blue, who's yet to make his way into the water. Mirrored, who is in light blue. And the rest of the team members for the blue team is Flying Duck, Censor, and then on the opposite side we have Evros. Now, Ticks and Scouts have already made their way in, but they're not really going to get too much value. And they have actually indicated that they're noticing that Severos is just basically going support here, has no factory, and because of that, not to expect many units coming down from there at all. And it is 3 minutes in, and we're already seeing Tech 2. All of the scouting has indicated that the blue-colored team are going for a co-op style gameplay. And with Tech 2 already out, they have to survive now the pressure of what will happen with all of the other team having units out on the field. Now, there's early stage of units actually coming out here and moving on to a bit of actual combat. We're going to switch back over to the normal camera so we can follow it a bit better. And here we are. So the Jaguar out dealt with that raid fairly effectively, but one thing of note is you have a decent group of pawns here. Flying Duck is going to try and move to build LLTs on that northern line, but we'll see how it goes. Flying Duck is going to have a bit of a problem trying to hold that when Chicken Dinner already has units out and he's already making a way forward. Economy-wise, currently Red is in the lead, but only just, and it's not going to last for long once T2 starts rolling out. Now the question is there going to be enough damage inflicted across the map by all of the Tech 1 units that it's going to cause Mirrored too much problems having to micro Tech 2 all over the map, or at least micro the giving of units? You would think with, everyone pumping stuff into units that the harass would be enough to deal with the situation. C3PO has not stopped Raxel getting into the water, though, on this central island. And we see Slicklikevik is going Tech 2 himself here on this southernmost area of the map. His teammate Aaron has still only Tech 1, but is building more into economy, pushing quite a well at least down this bottom side. Or was, and is now seeming to push quite into the center. Blitzes have made their way past, and it's all about inflicting as much damage as you can before that Tech 2 gets online properly. Also, with Mirrored being arm, there's no shurikens going to be coming out. And to be fair, if they get that advanced geo, which I don't think they have enough units here to effectively pull off, that would be a massive loss. But no, not enough damage there just yet to worry about. They are hearing lots of shooting taking place, and it's just these couple of Jaguars still picking stuff off. Jaguars, although they have nerfed, you know, still not too bad. Raxel going for a very long walk. Surprisingly, C3PO has completely reclaimed his factory. And is basically, they're doing the same thing as the other team did, but the Tech 2 factory is down here. It looks to me like Raxel is expecting the Tech 2 lab to be over on this side. So because of that, he's expecting to walk up, self-destruct in the base, or do something along those lines. Surprisingly enough, if they're expecting Raxel in the water, which they have no sonar, so they're not aware of, a couple of torpedo defenses would have solved that problem. But alas, they are not aware that he is in there, so it doesn't matter. Now, Alki could be doing a bit better here. They've pushed up quite a bit of the way up here, but are not really applying any pressure to Sensor. And, I mean, only there was a single pounder stopping the attack up here, and one Jaguar, which is now turned into 2 Jags. Could have made a lot more of an impact, but unfortunately not. Finally, the boats of C3 have been destroyed. Raxel's comp has been spotted. And now they're trying to rush out the torpedo defenses, actually stealing the metal extractors. He's actually captured the metal extractor. That's quite funny. Yep, they're aware his commander's there now. They're rushing out torpedo defenses. What can Raxel see? See, now, torpedo defenses are good, but is it going to be enough to stop Raxel? Raxel now moving into the middle instead. And they will stop it walking up, but C3PO is actually making a play for it himself. This is very ballsy. Looks like he may be going to attempt a comm bomb here in the opponent's base with the intention of taking out the opponent's Tech 2. And Consul's actually building destroyers here as well to try and deal with Raxel. What we want to see is this. Is C3PO going to make it? Blue team now aware. C3PO moving up. He has no energy for D-Gun. Desperately calling to his team for E. Mirrored moving his comm to block the D-Gun.
Commander has fallen.
And the commander falls short. Does not manage to get what it needed to get. And that is a hefty donation of over 1,000 metal to give to the blue team. Meanwhile, a bunch of Tech 1 walls built, and this bull is just going to drive straight over it. Or can it not drive over C walls? That'd be interesting. Although it can just go down here. But, yeah. Oh, there you go. No, can drive over the walls. Chicken Dinner going in for a D-gun here. Is not close enough and does not have the E, and will probably go down here as well. And yep, there goes Chicken Dinner's comm. Down 2 comms now, and a big hole has now opened up on this side. Not only that, but Flying Duck has made his way into the water on this northern side here. That's causing a bit of a flank problem. Sensor also pushing along the top, making Alkali have to push further back, or fall further back rather. Slicklikevik is in a okay position, but does not have enough Tech 2 to support his push. Everos made his way into the water to the south, and Aaron has not been able to make any headway at all. And has just been slowly, heavily defending this bottom side. To be fair, Everos has also made no pressure on the bottom at all. All the action happening in the center. Raxel's comm is still down to 46% health. Destroyer will slowly whittle it down, and as Raxel is about to walk into a triple LLT. Oh, or not. Tech 2 Constructor on this island is an interesting thing. Unfortunately, I think it's probably going to end up being killed by the commander. Now the question is, are they going to use the bombers here to target Raxel's comm? And it does seem like that's the case. Raxel desperately trying to get AA up, but it won't be enough for the sheer quantity of bombers. D-guns? Can you D-gun bombs at the air? I can't say that's something I think I've ever tried. The Cloak's trying to hold off. Fighters brawl it out in the center here, but Red has definitely won the air fight there. Does seem like Raxel is trying to D-gun bombs. Let me know in the comments, is D-gunning bombs a thing? Have you ever seen that actually work? Slicklikevik will look like he's going to struggle to hold this with 4 balls. Going in for a clutch D-gun. Great D-guns. The entire army of Everos completely wiped out by Slicklikevik D-guns. And now his army is free to push up over the ridge. Comms are currently 3 to 4. And that is with the Slicklikevik team having the 3. Marauders, though, now making their way onto the field. Tech 3 on the field at 13-minute mark in this 5v5. Balls are pretty good, and if Slicklikevik can contain and control this high ground, it will be difficult for the other team to push them off. Meanwhile, Erebos's comm has been picked off, and it is now a 3-3. Slicklikevik doing a great job holding here. These Mausers will slowly whittle down the Marauders. Marauders kind of need to go in. They can't really just sit there at range. One Marauder already gone. Second one very close to death. I would probably just say, just go around. Just go around. You don't need to fight one-on-one. Here comes Slicklikevik again. 3 Marauders with a single D-gun. Tremendous D-guns there from Slicklikevik, taking out a huge amount of Marauders. It's unfortunately not enough to save the fight, but Tiger's rocking up now behind, ready to stop this Marauder push, and at the same time, lots of bombers making their way over. Can C3BO land any of the bombs? There is so much flak here, it does not look like they're going to get any value, and he decides to turn them away. And the question is what value is C3BO going to be able to get from this middle island? Some form of tac nuke, maybe? Actually, that's a good question. Where is his tac nuke guy? If he had a Cortex tac nuke, that would hit Mirrod's base quite well. And would do a tremendous amount of damage. A lot of air transports over here to provide a bit more oomph. Now, Chicken Dinner in a rough spot on that north side. Tech 1 bombers used against these marauders here, not really going to provide the value that they're looking for. Meanwhile, Aaron is just sitting at the bottom here, not pushing up from here, but focusing his forces in this tight spot here. And this match is anyone's to go at the moment. Energy is second, is currently advantage blue. Metal is second, advantage red, but that's mostly due to the reclaim that we see coming in right now from here. Metal produced, though, is a 10k difference in metal, mostly down to that central island being controlled by the red-colored team. And actually, when you think about it, red-colored team has the majority of map control, even though blue team is currently tech-free. Now, if we see a couple of marauders mixed into this mix of Cortex units here, not marauders, what am I on about? Banishers, they would make short work of the marauders. And it does seem like Aaron's job here is just to basically cause more damage to help get the Resbots get their value of Slicklikevik, and a lot of these Resbots being focused down. Need to splash at the balls though to really do that, and that's a lot of Resbots taken out, as well as all of the Marauders now dead. Rattlesnake has gone up, and obviously more Marauders are already here. Marauders have cleared out the central island, though, that C3 has been holding on to for such a long time. Nothing really that he can do to stop that. Atomic bombers, though. Plenty of these guys. Two of them already make very, very short work of Marauders, and the blue team does not have anywhere near enough AA to deal with these. And ground firing the atomic bomber there. Slicklikevik managing to take out the Marauder. Two of them left alive. Pressure being focused upon along the bottom side here. Still, there's more and more Marauders going across there. Meanwhile, the top side has been pretty stagnant for a while here, which is lucky for Chicken Dinner, as they are definitely in a weak spot. As we look at Chicken Dinner's front, he's only just starting to get some balls out. But realistically, there's a lot of Tech 1 units there of Flying Duck. The Flying Duck is slowly making progress along this north side. It does seem like the warm-colored team, both of their strongest players are in the center here, doing their best. Whereas Aaron and Akail not really able to contribute too much on the flanks. Managing to pick up a commander, though, on the right-hand side. Could have been Flying Ducks by the looks of it. And just as I said, Chicken Dinner was struggling. He has managed to pull off a pretty substantial breakthrough. The atomic bombers attempted to go in there on Mirrod's commander, but failed to reach their target. And at the same time, with those atomic bombers out of position, seems like Everos really wants to make the push here with these Marauders, but they are very grouped up, and this one bomber may end up taking out all of them. Definitely needs to move forward there with Flax, otherwise these Marauders are not going to get any value at all. But this humongous reclaim field, 16k, is going to be difficult to stop. And Slicklikevik is in danger here, potentially. He has no ground units to stop this push, and they're just going to keep rolling in. Meanwhile, along the north, Razorbacks, supported by some Marauders, are also making their way in. These pawns are going to get absolutely annihilated by Razorbacks. But some good distance being reclaimed by the red team. Razorbacks have made landfall, though, as they go up against the Tsar. The Marauders and Razorbacks should make fairly quick work of that Tsar. There is 2 of them though, and they kind of want to be focusing on the AA. If they focus on the AA, the atomic bomber can make its move. Doesn't need to anymore though, as the advanced Geo completely decimates all the units that were there. Oh, but the Slicklikevik bomber, huge bomb, taking out all of Mirad's base. What a tremendous bomb. That's it, they're done. All of the eco of Mirad completely gone. I think they're jokingly resigning here. Basically, the blue-colored team have what units they have on the field now. And that's it. It's going to take a while for all of this to be redone. I mean, if these fusions do go back to Mirad, he may be able to pull this back, but it's going to be tough. Losing ground, though, on that north side as well from a huge bunch of Razorbacks. Not enough, really, to push in here. Again, though, all it takes is these atomic bombers to fly over, bomb these Razorbacks, and then you're fine. Could even go for the commander here.
Commander has fallen.
2-2. Chicken dinner has given up. Here come the atomic bombers. First Razorback dead. Second atomic bomber. Second Razorback dead. No air response yet at all from Sensor. Third Razorback dead. Fourth one needs a second bomb. 3 more left on this north side. They can take all of these out. That's all of the tech free for a little while from the blue team. 1 more bomb from the Razorback. Tech 1 bombers as well coming in. Finally, fighters making their move, but I think it's a bit too late. All the Razorbacks will probably end up dying before the fighters arrive. No, fighters arrive just in time. But that's a lot of Tech 1 fighters there, whereas this is a lot of Tech 2 fighters. Slicklikevik managing to carry his team to victory here. Atomic Bombers doing a tremendous job. And actually all of the air being gifted there to his teammate in order to try and survive. Wow. Can Mirad bring it back though? That's the big question. Also, at the same time, C3BO cannot really afford to waste the bombers that were given to him by Slicklikevik. Or really lose the fighters. There is quite a lot of area up here he could take out, as well as down here. That is not really aware of that, though. Let's see what each team can see. So, as you can see, this is what the red team can see. Doing well to hold the bottom side, but the north side being a bit problematic. There is an open hole, though, as we see, as tick spam from C3BO manages to catch a huge amount of Resbots. Problem is, he might actually have enough damage here to kill them. They should start chaining, but it does look like they're rezzing stuff quicker than he can actually kill them. Look at the veterancy on some of these ticks. There is so many dead Resbots. Just a hill of Resbot. Anyway, and then on the blue team, this is their vision. Actually struggling for vision on this bottom side here. Everos could really do with having a radar at the bottom. And this low ground here, Everos now in big problems. 18.5k metal just sat here waiting to be eaten up, and Slicklikevik is already on it. Resbots are on the case. D-Gun holds off enemy forces for now, but it's only going to last so long. See the radar plane flying overhead, giving vision. And already spotted 0 AA on this bottom side. And the rolling bombs trying to do their best to delay these forces here, but I think it's a matter of time since we see a couple of bombers fly over here and take out Everos's base. Everos doesn't really have the energy to do this. He's spotted on approach, and that base will be dead, and surprisingly, Mirror has done a pretty good job of rebuilding this economy. The break that Slicklikevik made has gone, but they have definitely made use of it. Mirrod's team were very, very far ahead, and it's only due to that one atomic bomber that managed to get around where this game has completely turned on its head. Mirrod now desperately trying to hold on. You can see there's basically no purple left on the map whatsoever. And red team in very, very good position. Actually switch over, get some nice thingy shots here. Oh, never mind, it's not working anymore. And that's the end of the base of Mirrod for a second time. A lovely combined push. And with that, they're finally calling the GG. Tech-free factory destroyed. The advanced Geo does still stand. But with their powerhouse out of action, blue team calls the GG, and very well played. Slicklikevik managing to save the day for his team. And those atomic bombers did a lot of work. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this 5v5. I forget to say thanks in the comments for the person that submitted it to us. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.